Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Triangle Strategy. So, we are about to go to Chapter 7, which is the next choice. So, we've just escaped, Regna just died. Well, here's the recap anyway. Maxwell's gone.
That the once proud kingdom of Glenbrook did fall. Frost seized control of the Crown City, threatening to bring the surrounding domains under its iron yoke. Now the Archduke's army marches upon House Wolfort's stronghold, where Prince Roland is being sheltered by his loyal friends and allies.
So, what were the choices of this part? I can't remember. I remember just sticking to the area. Oh yeah, we also have some character stories, so let's get those going so I can get the characters unlocked. Usually in a normal playthrough, these would be late game because their requirement is 1,600.
I can hear it calling
of one of
I
them.
must go.
This game with child soldiers,
There
I
you are.
swear.
Oh, how many times must we tell you? It's too dangerous to go off on your own. You have a precious gift that must be protected.
I'm sorry, but I cannot stay.
Did you see something again? You once foresaw a terrible landslide near the village. Had we not evacuated, we all would have perished. What do you see this time?
Something I must do. So if you'll excuse me.
Wait! Don't go!
And immediately those guys get attacked by bandits. Or something.
Excuse me, my lord, but an odd child has requested an audience with you.
A child?
We tried turning him away, but he insists on meeting. You there, stop!
You are Serenoa, yes? I am called Quahog. Pray, allow me to join your company.
You look troubled. Is something the matter?
I can see the past and future. All that has been and all that will be. The other day I had a vision. I saw the two of us fighting together. It was a vision of my destiny.
You needn't entertain this boy's nonsense, sir. I will have him removed at once.
Honestly, yes,
No,
because
I
this
would
is
not see
literally a
child turned away.
What?
Let us hear more of his story.
You're talking about Serenoa!
Excuse me, my lord.
You're agreeing
I could not help
to
but overhear.
To a child
I
soldier.
heard of a child from a nearby village with the power to see the future.
Oh god.
Would that happen to be you?
It would. You must be Anna. I've had visions of you as well.
How do you know my name?
In the visions, that is what I always called you.
It would appear the rumors are true.
I am certain my power can aid you in many ways. Please take me in.
Quahog, I do not possess the power to see the future you have been privy to. But I believe this meeting
From
was
what I
fate.
can tell, this guy's
It is your
ability
wish.
is going to be
You shall have a place
based
in my
on
company.
resetting turns.
Excellent. I thank you.
But we'll see. It probably says something about it here. Yeah, increases ally speed. Whatever. Can return to battlefield the way it was one turn ago. That's crazy. And just like, okay, you have haste. Who cares? I already have someone with haste. It's rarely ever all that useful. You need something that really you can use right away. It's one of those like fast acting drugs or the now ability from Benedict. Or something like double time, which gives you double the ability to act twice.
Is that...
Still breathing. But I need to get her to a healer, quick.
Stone.
What was that?
My stone.
You mean this thing?
That's my precious stone. You have my thanks for saving me earlier.
It looks like you made a full recovery. If you don't mind my asking, what were you doing there in the first place?
My apologies. I am Giovanna, a scholar from Esfrost. I was
Oh,
doing research on Norzelian geography at the archives there. It's always been my dream to uncover the secrets of this land.
Secrets? Secrets of what manner?
so
All
she's a
kinds.
geomancer.
Our realm is full of them. Have you never wondered why only Hyzant is blessed with a lake of salt? Or why snow only falls in Esfrost?
Because it's
Do you
far
not
north
muse
to
upon
the
where the rushing
caps.
waters of the Norzelia River flow from, and to?
Honestly, this whole area,
Think of it.
Norzelia is a really
Do
small
not know,
area.
do we?
It's really
There's
easy
an
to work
explanation
out some
for
basic
everything,
geography from
And I want
this.
to... No, I must know it all. That's why I read everything I could get my hands on in the archives, and keep searching for answers to this day.
That still doesn't explain why you were out there.
She's surveying the area as a geologist.
You see, Gustadolf decreed that all books on the land itself were classified information, and ordered me to stop my research. So I left
So much for
Esfrost
that
in
freedom.
search of a place I could continue my pursuit of knowledge. But I'm not made for traveling, which is why you saw me in such an embarrassing state out there.
I see. In that case, you are welcome to stay here until you decide your next destination.
Truly. Thank you ever so much, my lord. If there's anything I can do in the meantime, please let me know. I'm certain my knowledge will be of some use to you.
I fear a
It
scholar
highly
like
depends
yourself
on what
wouldn't be
level
much
you
help in
you
battle.
start in.
Not so. Why, I know everything about Norzelia's terrain.
That's
Your
good.
knowledge may indeed serve to help us refine our
That's
strategies
really
and
good for
gain
our military
advantages over our
strategies.
foes.
Yeah.
Oh, and might I mention this?
My word. That is quite a talent indeed.
See? I dare say I'd be useful in a fight after all.
In that case, I ask you to assist
Yeah.
Huette in scouting.
The ability to summon
Maybe I
plants
can
has
ride on
nothing
her
to do
hawk
with
and
rocks.
see the land from above? Oh, it would be an honor, my lord.
We aren't flying up there for the scenery. Scouting is serious work.
Yeah, but she has a better eye for
My
it.
apologies. I was just so excited.
I'll count on you to get her up to speed, Huette.
I will be on my very best behavior.
Understood.
Right. So, I think I have a bit of money. So I need to improve their gear. Get them some... Okay, yeah. Uses ability, yeah, usable ability change depending on the terrain beneath her feet. The greater her TP, the greater her attack power. Oh, great. Another decimal. At least she recovers naturally, though. That said... let's have a look around. Go to the encampment first. Gonna look, check them out. Check out their levels and all that. Sure enough, one of them is able to upgrade. Immediately damage. So I need a crystal. We'll go with raw damage. Increases time compression, but duration of time compression might increases effect of time compression. I'm guessing time compression is haste. So So I'll give you more raw damage. Give you something a little. I know something. What do you need? Indestructible stone, obsidian. Indestructible stone, obsidian, jade. Okay, I think I can afford that. There it is. I need some valor anyway. Yeah, to improve these classes. So, indestructible stone, obsidian, and jade. And just so happens I can just about afford 2 medals. Perfect. Oh. Rock toss by 1. Increased damage dealt by rock. Increased range of rock toss. I think range would be better, honestly. I'll leave it. I'll leave it for now. So both are level 2. I can do a level 3 at any time. I just need the money. Okay. What are their levels? I need their equipment as well. It's also a matter of finding them in this mess. Okay. Physical attack 30, magic attack 38. So she's a magic unit. I don't know what to get her yet, so I'll just leave it at that. But I'm thinking the defensive ability, defensive bracelets I haven't bought yet. What were the levels? Speaking of, can I promote them? Well, I can promote a lot of people. This is awkward. But yeah, I'll improve these two. Landmaster.
I will never regret coming to Wolfort.
So rock toss. Do a single damage to flat land conditions. Okay. Deal non-damage to the line. Immobilize them for 2 turns. Need to be in grass. Grants HP to an ally. Shallows, aqueducts, saltwater puddles. So she can be a healer if she wants to be. TP to power. Increases your strength of magic. Greater your... Okay, cool. So she can be a healer. A very situational healer, but a healer indeed. Molten iron. Deep snow. Okay.
I will find my mother one day.
So hopefully, I'm thinking I got 3 more Valor medals and a whole bunch of stuff to do. So I'm trying to press up. Right. So I have 3 more of these, and still need to grind for this. And I need money. But the reason I'm recording right now is we're at an impasse on the story here. We're about to make some interesting revelations, I guess. So, if I recall, in this section, you had 2 main choices. You could either protect Roland or let Roland surrender, and he actively wanted to.
Lord Thalas and Lady Erica have arrived, my lord.
Thank you for the escort. You may go now.
If there is anything else that you require, anything at all, You need but say the word.
In that case, I would have a bottle of the realm's finest wine and a serving of fresh fruit delivered to my quarters.
But of course, milady, I shall have the servants fetch it at once.
Ever eager to please, isn't he?
I believe the word you're looking for is sycophant. Congratulations on bringing Glenbrook to its knees, brother. It's a thing of beauty, what you've accomplished. I trust you're already seeing to that fuss outside the castle walls?
Of course.
The other domains are putting up little in the way of resistance. Lord Telior trembles in his seat within the stronghold, and Lord Fawkes was oblivious to what was happening until it was far too late.
How easily the 3 high houses of Glenbrook break under your iron boot, brother.
Wolford is the last to hold out, but Avlora will deal with that. Prince Roland will be in our hands before long.
Speaking of royalty, brother, I would have thought Cordelia would be dead or rotting in jail. Yet here she sits on the throne. She looks less a vanquished princess
Honestly,
and more a queen.
yeah, looking back in this cutscene again, it's just like, these two
That
are
is
so
precisely what I
freaking
would have her
incompetent.
be.
Whatever do you mean?
Like, you need a
Once
puppet
things have
leader,
calmed,
because they
I
will
shall
not
assume guardianship
listen
over her
to an
and
invading
have her
army.
crowned.
He has no claim to the Glenbrook crown, so he
A
needs
few
to
days
marry
hence,
into
Regna
it.
will be executed. I've already informed Patriat.
Otherwise, you're gonna have a whole
So
population
the wise
rebelling.
and benevolent King Regna meets his end at last.
Father.
Please tell me I get to kill them again, because I really do want to kill them again.
Excuse me. Can you tell me what's happening?
Did I hear him wrong?
Subjects of Glenbrook, I am Gustadolf, Archduke and High Commander of the Grand Duchy of Esfrost. Hear my words. The sins King Regna has committed against us, and against you, his own people, are grievous indeed.
What has he done to us?
3 decades have passed since the end of the war. In the years since, we have all done what we can to rebuild our nations. The opening of the Grand Norzelian mines was to be the dawn of a new age. An age where our 3 nations would work together for the peace and prosperity of all. But King Regna spat in the face of that glorious dream. As our engineers worked tirelessly to put success within reach, your King Regna schemed in the shadows to seize control of the mine for his own profit. And when Dragan Esfrost, my dear cousin, and the man tasked with overseeing the mine's operations, became aware of this plot, King Regna had him assassinated in cold blood. In doing so, he betrayed not only my own
He is
nation
so full
and
of
the holy
shit.
state of High
Okay, but I don't think anyone actually believes him.
the very people
Because
who
he has
were
no
to
real
share
proof for
in the
any of these
wealth
claims
the
at
mine
all.
would bring.
Except for his confession, I guess. But he doesn't exactly have a choice. He's very clearly coerced.
And so we were left with no choice but to march on Whiteholm Castle and put an end to Regna's treachery by force. Our actions were born of a righteous duty to avenge Dragan's murder and this odious betrayal of this historic accord between our nations. What say you, King Regna? Do you deny these charges against you?
You should, but
I do
he can't.
not. But I beg of you.
Like, this is a sham trial. Kangaroo court.
Subjects of Glenbrook, your traitor king admits his guilt before you. The punishment for these crimes is death. Off with his head!
Roland. Cordelia. The future of our kingdom is in your hands now.
Squelch.
Just days after the fall of the Crown City, King Regna of Glenbrook is beheaded before his subjects. The death of this kind and benevolent monarch plunges the realm into confusion and chaos. With the king perishes an all too short-lived era of peace. And in its place, one of bloodshed and turmoil.
I think this is about the same. And if I recall, some of these like contradict each other in terms of events. So Sorsley just scheming to manipulate us.
Minister Sorsley. What is it this time, Booker?
We've just received word that S. Frost has launched a surprise.
Like, okay, yeah, we've seen these. Let's just select them, get to the main part. I just wanted to establish where we are in the story. Folks wants to fight for the death. I know I don't have to do these, but don't crash, please. Don't crash. Has Telior wants to do something? I forget. Oh yeah, he just wants to wait and see. Crown City, if I recall, is Patriot sycophanting and basically assessing the city and how it's so peaceful.
It would seem things have calmed outside the castle walls.
Yeah, it's this thing, yeah. I know what that is. I know that scene. He was basically assessing the damage, whereupon there was basically none. It was a very well executed invasion. And how pretty much the government just capitulated and was left to keep to their normal duties.
Lord Serenoa, thank the heavens you're safe.
Alright, now we're getting to the good stuff.
It is good to be home.
Castle Wolfort is the most impregnable stronghold in all the kingdom. You will be safe here, Your Highness.
Thank you. I can only hope Father and Sir Maxwell are safe as well.
Benedict, there is news.
God, Anna's such a good spy.
What's the matter, Benedict? You look as if you've seen a ghost.
Your Highness, my lord, pray try to remain calm. His Grace was beheaded at the Crown City not bells ago.
Father. No. Say it is not so.
It is so.
Roland. I can only imagine what you're feeling now, Your Highness. But I fear we have not the luxury of grieving. As the last living heir to the throne, there is no doubt that the Archduke will target
Alright,
you next.
throw Cordelia under the bus, I guess.
Indeed. We must move quickly. I would seek Father's counsel.
About Lord Simon.
What is it? Has something befallen Father? Father!
Lord Simon, what is the meaning of this?
He collapsed when he heard the news from the Crown City, and has not opened his eyes since.
You must be mad. The man was stronger than an ox.
We cannot afford to lose Lord Simon. Not now, of all times.
Father. Be strong, Father. This realm still needs you. I still need you, Father. Father.
Serenoa.
Is there any chance he will recover?
Our healers are doing everything they can, but none can say.
So on this playthrough, I'm planning to go full scumbag here. I'm gonna go do all the most underhanded stuff, all the morally reprehensible things. We're gonna commit some war crimes, people. This will be a very interesting run, I tell you what.
Do not give up hope, Serenoa. The malady will not take your father easily.
Forgive me, Roland. I can only imagine what you feel now.
I must stay strong. I cannot allow Father's death to be in vain. You too must remain composed. For Lord Simon. And for those who now look to you for guidance in his stead.
I will try.
Pardon me, my lord. I come bearing a message.
From whom?
Of Laura.
The scout we had sent in search of Sir Maxwell returned with this.
Oh.
Sir Maxwell's mask.
Reports have it that it was found near Whiteholm Bridge.
Blood. No. It cannot be.
This mask was all that was found, you say?
The bridge was all but overflowing with the bodies of the fallen. It was not possible to ascertain all of their identities. And the swift course of the river thwarted any efforts to search further.
I see. Thank you for the report. Get some rest. You have earned it.
Yes, my lord.
Sir Maxwell, you too abandon me now?
At Gustadolf's command, Esfrost musters its forces at Whiteholm Castle and commences a march on the Wolfort domain. Their aim, to seize in their clutches Prince Roland, the unwilling heir to Glenbrook's throne.
I'm genuinely curious what they would actually do with Roland. I think they'll kill him. Because they have Cordelia to gain control.
Advances on us as we speak. A missive has arrived from Lord Gustadolf. It says they will stand down on the condition that we surrender Prince Roland to them at once.
We've not much time before they're on our doorstep, my lord.
Word has it that General Avlora herself heads the vanguard.
Gustadolf's not taking any chances. The scheming bastard.
Summon the War Council at once. We must take swift action.
You cannot be serious about this.
It's all right, Frederica.
Please continue, Benedict.
Thank you. Once more, I would ask you plainly. Do we or don't we relinquish Prince Roland to Esfrost?
I say we refuse. We owe Sir Maxwell that much.
Honestly,
Precisely.
yeah. All that effort
Sir Maxwell
to
entrusted
escape
us with keeping
escape
his
the castle,
highness
honestly, just
safe,
surrender
and
him.
we accepted.
There's no place in the realm more sheltered by the terrain than this castle. He is safer here than anywhere. And yet, if the Archduke were to march on us with an army as great as the one that took the Crown City...
I reckon I can actually win this
forbid,
battle
a greater
now.
one.
But
the natural fortifications of this land would work against us. Our shelter would become our jail.
So you propose that we just abandon him? That we sacrifice his life for our own protection?
Frederica's heart is always in the right
Better
place,
my
honestly.
life than any of yours. This is my battle. I would not see the blood of my friends spilt in my name.
See, Your Highness, that's where you're wrong. House Wolfort's the sword and shield of the crown. You go to battle, we go with you. So it's always been.
Enough! I will leave before I see your domain ravaged by fighting. It is the only way. Surely you see this, yes?
I refuse to believe sacrificing any of us is the correct path.
My lord, we cannot allow war to come to the Wolfort domain. Your highest priority must be to your loyal subjects. You must decide.
Ooh.
We cannot hope to win against Esfrost. But if we do nothing to stop them,
To be
many
fair,
will lose
we
their
did win.
lives.
Indeed,
We lost heavily,
all paths
but we
are fraught
definitely
with
won.
danger. In which case, we ought to choose whichever option ensures our survival. If we live, we can reclaim what we've lost.
So we'd be buying ourselves some time.
As the master of this domain, you and no other must decide how we proceed.
I understand that, Benedict. Prepare the scales of conviction. I would hear everyone's thoughts on the matter.
It's just two choices, yes? Nothing else. No one there. Let's have Laura's forces right here. Let's have a look then. So here we go. Moment of truth. I might just skip the preamble next time. Because that took quite a while for no reason.
I will give the signal when it is time to cast your vote. I ask each of you to weigh the matter carefully till then.
Very well, my lord. To our own councils we go.
So how many camps? I think it's just two real choices. Their hearts are divided, still a compelling argument may change their minds. Alas, I have an incomplete picture of the situation. I would be a poor lord if I did not hear the voices of my people. I should venture to town. Going out, my lord? Yes, I wish to ensure everything is in order. And I think there's a merchant here as well. Understood, my lord. When the work is done, pray speak to me once more. I'll do just that. Thank you. Return to the hall once I've spoken with the people. Perhaps I'll learn something that will sway the mind. Oh! There's no hawk statues. I notice. Don't seem to have the stuff that's usually found here. Damn, that's some sort of here, though. It was Glenbrook and Esfrost launching an attack all those years ago. The Holy State reeling from the surprise assault turned to us for help. Back then, Wolford was still an independent clan and agreed to an alliance. All his area was poor for fighting, and its nations and people were left depleted. So I have heard Father told me stories of the secret meetings with King Ragnar to restore peace to the realm. Indeed, it was they who brought Lysant and Esperos to the table, and then the war to an end. It was your father's efforts that led the king to bring your house into royal family's fold as the crown's military might. War is brewing, Lord Sanoa, thinking carefully upon what you will navigate. Cannot allow. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep you doing your utilitarian until I basically get 2,000. Use it to my advantage in turntable. Battle comes. Yes. Exactly so. It was Lord Seaman's initiative that made him a hero. The same Wolford blood courses you, parents, and I will live up to your family's good name. People of the Wolford domain are at your back. I shall take that to heart, thank you. No merchant. Why is it? I thought all this conflict was behind us with the opening of the mines. And what of your marriage to Frederick? Or was that merely a ruse? May have it all the right of it. Kingdoms are no less fickle than the people within them, and we all have our scrapes and scraps. Though you wouldn't live next to someone so volatile for very long now, would you? Of course not. But meeting such behavior with belligerents can only lead to war. We must not let our passions get the better of us as we assess the situation and chart a course forward. I understand. I place my faith in you, my lord. Nothing. I'm not saying jackety squat. Everybody looks so scared. What happened, Lozano? Is it true? Has Esmos attacked the Crown City? How could the nobles have let this happen? Honestly, I am genuinely curious how that happened now. I'm thinking like a conspiracy with Patriot that let them into the city. But otherwise, the stationed army inside the capital should have been enough to repel an attack. It's Babe calling for the rest of the Flora says they want him taken alive. I shouldn't think what will become the kingdom now. If he's to be delivered alive, I'd wager they'll have no plans of executing him at least. Not anytime soon. I should let the others know of this. Oh, there's a house here. There's commotion in the capital to be sure, but it'll be over soon. The Dawn Spear will see to that. The sun won't set on Glenbrook till Bill Maxwell falls. Ha! As if that would ever happen. He laid down his life so that we might see another day. We must do all in our power to see that his noble sacrifice was not in vain. Okay, here we go. Alright. So Hewitt, Frederica, and Erador. Since more than ever, he is the protector at all costs. Certainly Grunbuck's future king to our hated foe. Surely you will not go along with this. I cannot compel my people to march on their domain, for one man, prince or not. Rod and I agree we must keep the peace in Wolford domain however we can. Resisting the duchy now would spell the end for us all, and we do not know they will kill him once he is theirs.
But
what future does our kingdom have without its prince? None, I know, adventure. There is no hope in your words. Only a moonless night from Glenbrook shall never emerge. Ask you again, my lord. Do you truly mean to surrender to our oppressors? Lord of High House is for to protect people no matter what.
Good point.
So you ask us to swallow our pride and surrender from it in hopes of forestalling for our demise. I suppose this is the sort of cold rationalization that being a Lord of High House demands.
I don't know what to do.
There are no good options. Alas, I must make my peace with one of them. Okay, Frederica next. Peace built by forsaking our friends and countrymen in their time of greatest need is no peace at all. I know what I ask is not easy, but I'm fine. We must find a bloodless path in this conflict. Do you truly mean to give up, Roland? I will not see you rendered meaningless. Doing so would count several slides. Let's try this one.
Is that so?
Which is all the more reason to protect Roland. I can scarcely believe it would be approve of the trading his beloved disciple's life for his own. This time I fear not even your words will sway me.
I need a moment to
My word, but this has only left me more uncertain what is right. Yeah. Fair. Fair. Eridor, please.
Here's what I think.
You've been loyal to the crown for years. You understand what they're asking for treasonous, don't you? He's the king, king's own flesh and blood. We should be protecting him, not offering him up on a silver platter. Is this what you justice were willingly giving up your prince, your closest friend, to that bastard Scratches? I intend to keep our losses to him. I cannot bear to watch the people who give. And take him on his word, you know, well side to say what he wants. He feels he's got no other choice than to say that. Clearly, so do you. All I know for certain is Glenbrook will be but merry if you give up. What do you think will become of House Wolford then? How do you mean to repay the debt we owe to our king? This has nothing to do with any debt. I make this decision with the Lord responsible for its outcome. By protecting the royal subjects will come May. It's honestly this. Spoken like a true lord of the house. I'm not meant to say. You grow into a fine young man with a blink of an eye, lad. Do you fear the Duchy, Eridor? They may destroy the domain as we know it.
Consider this.
Of course I do, but we have to face him down. There's nowhere to run. Now's not the time, Eridor. Not if we hope to win. So we bide our time for a bit, sit back and wait for a chance to strike. I'm sure Benedict would like the sound of that. And if we really mean to defeat the Duchy, that may be the only way. I appreciate the talk, lad. I think where to see where we're heading. There's time yet. Go on. What the others have to say. Oh hell yeah! Straight up moved him. He's one of mine. I think I've got it. I got the majority. There must be a way to avoiding. Where are you, Anne? There's Anne right there.
Lord Saranoa.
You surrender, Prince Rod. Will you choose Wilford or the whole kingdom? There's a question of our priorities with most of us. What troubles you most, my lord? The time grows short, that I may not be able to protect my people from the fires of war I see on the horizon.
Certainly.
But there will be no safe haven for our people if Hesperos attacks. Your duty as Lord compels you to protect the people. Thus, the only choice is to surrender to Prince Roland. And that choice you can live with? Captain up for any harm that befalls the people. As such, I must respect his wishes. Castigate. Ooh.
Perhaps.
Yes, of course. I suppose I would rather all did not consider your bond with the prince. Nor your feeling for that matter. Forgive. Please, Anna, there is nothing to forgive. I appreciate your candor. I think I got it. But yeah, there is a... Okay, I didn't know like there was a way to just foul it up completely and not persuade anybody.
It is time to cast our votes. Do we surrender Prince Roland, or do we protect him from those who would do him harm? Approach the scales of conviction with your token at the ready. The scales of conviction will illuminate the path we've chosen.
Yeah, the only person I didn't manage to convince.
The way forward is decided.
So be it.
The decision is made. This is the path we walk.
Was there truly no other way?
There was,
Roland,
but it was a really hard
say
battle.
no more. Thank you for sheltering me.
I think I actually lost that one as well. I had to
The choice you have
retry.
made is wise and just. Go forward with your heads high.
He's a liability anyway. He's not really my favorite. If he was a good unit, I'd hesitate, but he's not. He's a bit ass. So what happens next?
House Wolfort surrenders their charge, Prince Roland, at Gustadolf's behest, sparing themselves from the Duchy's wrath. House Tellior surrenders their land, also buying their reprieve. Lord Silvio bends the knee, declaring absolute devotion to their Frosty masters. House Fawkes surrenders nothing. The last of the high houses to remain loyal to their fallen king.
Like,
News of their
I'm kind of
countrymen's
pissed that they
capitulation
never
shocked
assisted
Lord
Wolford.
Landroy, leaving him with a grave
They just
choice
stood there and then died. It's pointless. So I need to look at the past. So if there's any like alternate ways. All right, let's see this new cutscene.
I've brought the prince, Your Grace.
Gustadolf, you traitorous bastard! You'll pay for what you've done to my family! Mark my words!
Easy there, Avlora. We need him alive, after all.
I am sworn to do all in my power to keep you from harm, Your Grace.
The boy is overcome with emotion, and who could blame him? Perhaps this will quell his rage a bit.
Cordelia!
Brother! Let him go.
Indulge her, Avlora.
Oh, brother! Thank the heavens you're safe. They didn't hurt you, did they?
I'm fine. I thought I'd never see you again. Let us speak after. Surely the Archduke will afford us that small mercy.
Yes. Later, then.
Prince Roland, you are well aware of the position Glenbrook finds itself in, yes? Your kingdom is ours. House Tellior and House Wolfort have both bent the knee. Among the three high houses, only House Fawkes still proves recalcitrant.
Ooh, that's a word.
You mean for me to convince Lord Landroy to submit?
Ideally, yes. So I can use him later.
Oh, nothing so tedious as that. I want you to order his death.
Oh.
I'm certain House Wolford would be more than happy to oblige.
Oh, I'm actually made to...
Command.
Oh,
I
wow.
won't be a mouthpiece to your cruelty.
I know you've only just come
That's
into
exactly why he was
so
brought
allow
in.
me to offer a word of advice. A prince's first thought should ever be of his people.
What are you saying?
Landroy will not stand idly by for long. When he acts, and act he will, this land will once again be consumed by the fires of war. It is your duty as prince to quench that fire while it is yet kindling, lest you rule over a kingdom of corpses when all is done. You see that I am right, Your Highness. Give the order.
Okay, so instead of doing Hyzan's bidding, I'm doing Frost's bidding. Looky here first. What do you think, Landroy? Very different route.
'Twould seem the rumors were true, my lord. House Wolford has delivered Prince Roland into Esfrost's clutches. And House Telior, my lord, they too have... My lord?
My good man, when you look at this painting, what do you feel?
It is our home. As beautiful and verdant in reality as it is depicted by a master's brush.
Indeed. It is a treasure.
Who did they hire
it's
to be that
safekeeping
guy?
entrusted to us by His Majesty King Ragnar.
The reading is like
May
as good
his
as
soul
me.
Rest in peace. An honor without equal. A duty worth fulfilling. At all and any cost. A duty I will not shirk from. Now or ever.
Good man. You'll die for that, but you know, good man. New cutscenes though. Very happy about that. Oh god, you. That's Talus in the bushes.
Phallus, enjoying yourself, are you? I do wish you'd learn to temper your vices, brother.
And I wish you'd learn to live a little, sister. Well then, what is it?
We leave for the Falk's domain at once.
I thought those Wolford dogs were to do the deed. Why must we go?
You really must use your head more often. The one atop your shoulders, that is. When have you ever known a dog to be obedient without some good measure of discipline?
Indeed. Very well then, dear sister. I shall be ready anon.
I'm just thinking, is this a way for me to attack Landroy lands, but make sure Falks lives so he can assist me later? Because very clearly, Erica and Talus are going to be betraying me mid-fight. First things first, let me just look at something. Fast traveled. Okay, so I need to complete this chapter and then make my way to level number 8. Is this okay? So it's purple. Okay. So color coded definitely means like there are specific routes. Like I have heard there's something called as a golden route. Clearly I'm heading towards it.
What? Invade the Folk's domain?
Such was the edict delivered to us by the Esfrosti messenger.
Ludicrous. They would have the High Houses turn on one another? We should be treating with house faults, not stabbing them in the back.
Doubtless the Archduke has little regard for honor between houses. He views the Falk's land as a fruit ripe for plucking.
One which they would pluck for themselves. Or have us pluck for them, rather.
The decree was signed in Prince Roland's own hand.
Lies! His hand was forced.
Yeah.
Indeed, by my brother.
And if we disobey, the Archduke would have good reason to make an example of us.
Gustadolf wins either way. We're trapped.
And yet, no trap is infallible, my lord. There must be a way to avoid the civil war the Archduke is intent on causing.
Aye, and I reckon Lord Landroy's of the same mind. He's the last man who wants to see countrymen slaughtering each other.
Agreed, but we must tread carefully.
If indeed it is the land itself that Gustadolf desires, perhaps an exchange can be arranged.
An exchange of what? Territory?
Just so. House Tellior negotiated similar terms. Far from ideal, to be certain, but preferable to the alternative.
No, he wants Landroy
Whether
dead.
Lord Landroy will be amenable to such terms, however, is another matter entirely.
He won't be. But
Still,
even if he
it is
would,
our best
he would
chance.
still plan to rebel later.
Let us treat with Lord Landroy. In the meantime, Esfrost must believe that we are playing along. Advance our forces to the Folk's domain.
Yes, my lord.
My lord, are you off to battle again?
Aye, by the royal family's decree. And I have need of able-bodied men.
Return victorious, my lord.
Worry not. We shall.
Why, if it isn't the young Lord Wolffort?
Minister Patriat, I had not heard that you were paying a visit to our domain.
Ah, Lord Wolffort, pray do not concern yourself on my account. My work here is all but done, and it is time I was on my way. I must commend you, my lord, for keeping order and harmony in your domain despite the rather unfortunate recent events. Most admirable indeed. At the end of the day, our duty is to the throne, not to the man who sits in it. In times of uncertainty, we must value order above all else. I would encourage you to remember that.
Oh, you are such a worm.
I can see the merit in that. Thank you for your wisdom.
He did well, and I have no doubt many years of prosperity await you and yours under Esfrosti rule. By your leave, my lord.
Oh my god. Patrick, you are a disgusting worm.
What news from House Wolford, my lord?
The Archduke has ordered them to march on our domain in Prince Roland's name. A clever ploy, if true. No matter the outcome, Esfrost profits. However, House Wolford claims to have no intention of blindly following these orders. They seek to parley, that we might together find a way to prevent the fall of the three high houses.
How will you respond, my lord?
How indeed. The Wolfords handed over His Highness to save their own hides, hardly an act that warrants our trust. That said, their desire to avoid bloodshed is no doubt sincere, if only to bide time to lick their wounds. And
Fair enough.
somehow, I suspect there may be more to this stratagem of theirs.
My lord, then you...
I shall grant them audience. Pen the reply.
At once, my lord.
Prince Roland has passed his decree. The complete decimation of House Falks is the order of the day. A chilling command, which would see one of Glenbrook's 3 high houses reduced to bloody rubble. Though penned in the prince's hand, the order was not his own. Forcing his hand was Archduke Gustadolf, a specter over his shoulders until the ink had dried. House Wolford is given the command to uproot their erstwhile countrymen, and with heavy hearts, they march. However, the young Serenoa bears hope. Hope that bloodshed can be stopped. Hope that Lord Landroy can be convinced to see reason. Hope that the day is not far off when the realm will know peace again.
Oh, I get to explore a new area. What are you scheming?
Oh, the Wolfords have been ordered to bring down House Falks, you say?
It would appear so. They entreat us for arms and provisions for the battle ahead.
A request we will deny, of course. I leave it to you to concoct a convincing reason.
Consider it done.
I do believe this little conflict between countrymen will play to our benefit. No doubt Landroy will spare no effort as he makes his last stand. Our day draws near, Booker, and we must make every preparation for its arrival.
And so it shall be.
Slightly different. I think before he was like offering supplies at this point, because we just had the second battle, or preparing for the second battle at the gates, where Telly or Sylvia would come in. Okay, so if we defended Wolford, Tellior would be the one tasked with destroying another high house, but if we gave up the prince, we would be the one.
Falklands truly are the jewel of Glenbrook.
Okay.
Aye. I don't see Landroy giving him up easily, even if it comes to war.
So no matter what, it's a house
And that is
versus
why
house
we will
battle.
not simply give them up. We shall negotiate such that benefits may be reaped by all parties. Lord Landroy first among them. He is a reasonable man, yes?
That he is, my lord. But we cannot hope to make him see reason if we cannot speak to him face to face.
That pulley system. Would that be relevant in the battle? Should nation, well, we'll find ourselves fighting in their terms. I must have a strategy at the ready. Ah, behold the lifts over there, my lord. Typically they are employed by those who work the land, yet I believe they might also serve in battle. Oh, that's how they work. Should it come to that, we should not hesitate to take advantage of the terrain. Might behoove us to survey the land before Landroy arrives. Yeah, turn my blade against my countrymen. And not just countrymen, but House Fawkes, loyal retainers of the crown. I only hope we can resolve this with words alone. Fawkes produce all the grain in the grubbook we have. They're the ones who do it? Okay, I guess we do the fish. No, it would be Telior. Because they're by the river. What the hell do we do? The two of us to work together, we might be able to strike back at Espros. Please, Sir Noah, you must convince Lord Landroy to see reason. I'll take the money. Ah, shit. I'll have to call it, guys. Because what? Oh, fuck. I want to grind the money. Nothing I need. I need to buy these. So I'm gonna need to do a bit of grinding. Grab all these yummy resources. Thank you, Cat. Well, wonderful. These lifts are powered by the windmills. Our family's been tasked by Lord Landroy with keeping them in good repair. Should even a single one of them break down, we'll rush to the scene to fix it. Obviously value freedom more than anything. Unfortunately, all that means is the powerful rise to the top and the weak are crushed and brute. Leaders like Gustav don't know the meaning of peace. We sealed our fate the day His Grace thought we could reason with them. Don't stand atop a nation where only the strong thrive. This invasion was merely an extension of that. What brother? I wish not to tarnish this beautiful land in a fight. Yeah, you out of everybody would be the one to do it as well. We just, especially this land, we spotted to both Hyzad and Espros. Had a ghastly rumor that Espros invaded the Crown City. Could that be after our wheat too? Yes. Army marches on his stomach and all that. They grow their wheat in these terraced fields, I see. I suppose this lift is used for planting. Mayhap we can leverage this in battle. We have nothing to lose by learning how to operate it, especially if we cannot find the common ground. The smallest spark could set the place ablaze. We must needs tread carefully. The chronicles say that many a field was set ablaze in the South Sultan War. You should know better than say things like that. It's bad luck. Ooh, ice stone. Lord Landroy trusts my family, flexing the ball. My son is in charge of repairs. I just changed the parts. Oh, I see something down there. 1,000. I'll take 1,000. Used to be a great fort many years ago. That's why the grounds are so terraced like this. My grandpa told me so. not without hope that we'll listen to reason, but we must prepare for all contingencies. My cousin lives in the Crown City, but I haven't heard from him late. I wonder if he's alright. He's most likely dead, my dear. Feels like this don't just start overnight. It takes hard work. I can see why Lord Landroy's subjects are so loyal to him. Truly a sight to behold. Someday I hope to return and bask in the beauty of this land. It obviously took precedence over building any semblance of walls or fences. Says the fierce loyalty. Farming is the heart and soul of the folk's domain. You got a completely different way of life compared to us and ours. There's much I could learn. Well, we in better times, alas. Is it true what they say, that Prince Roland was taken prisoner by Aspros? Just what is happening in Glenbrook? Lord Landroy prepared to fight, but what of House Wolford? I can only pray you did not forsake His Highness to save your own hides. Aspros are watching every move. We must be cautious lest any harm come to us. Well, I want to conclude, but there's this guy right here. How much can we buy? I can buy exactly one. Okay. Alright. So I'm going to save the game here. Gonna go to the encampment. Do a few things. This and that. Bit of grinding. Let me just head to the encampment right now. I didn't actually check their weapons, did I? Yeah, everyone's level 30s, surprisingly. Including the new guys, they're level like 39. Damn. That's pretty good. So, I'm just gonna do a bit of grinding. See you guys next time, and we'll see where this leads.